My name is Trayvon, and I am interviewing Denise Hendershot. She's a diversity and inclusion advocate. She advocates for all, but one of her passions is helping others to foster an exclusive environment. Hi, Mrs. Denise. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to interview with you, Trayvon.
Can you tell us your company and how long you've been in this career path?
Sure. Well, me and my husband started a company, a platform actually called Diverse Love, where we are consultants and we also foster an inclusive environment. We train, we motivate, we speak, and we consult other companies who are trying to start or potentially starting a program around their diversity and inclusion intent.
Nice. Did you know what you wanted to do in high school?
In high school, I always wanted to be a nurse. And then I wanted to be a motivational speaker and back to a nurse. And eventually I ended up going into the military. So I think my whole life I've always wanted to be in the servicing and helping others career path. I just didn't know exactly where that career path was. But being in the career path that I am now, I'm still able to help people. It may not be in a medical setting, but I am still able to help others.
How is your vision different than what you wanted to do in high school?
It's a little bit different in the functionality, meaning, I'm not nursing, but I am helping to change minds and change career paths and change the way people think and change their mentality on how they treat others. So I may not be, I may not be in the fields of helping each other medically, but I do feel like we help each other mentally,
Mm-hmm. Well, explain this to me. How did you get to this career path?
Actually, I've always known that I wanted to be in some type of situation where I could be a conduit to help bridge people together, to help close gaps. One day I was when I was younger, I would ride my bike to the Boys and Girls Club. And where I lived in Alabama, there was a black section and there was a white section. And I would have to go through this white section to get to the Boys and Girls Club. And when I would ride my bike through there, they would call me all type of very offensive names, and they would say things that were very hurtful to me, and they would throw rocks at me and call me the N-word. But I would still ride my bike as fast as I could through that neighborhood because I really wanted to go and play with my friends at the Boys and Girls Club. Once I got to the Boys and Girls Club, it was great, and there were different people there than those that was in that neighborhood. But from that point, I always felt like I wanted to be that person to bridge the gap, to help people to understand and to respect others' authenticity and their uniqueness.
What education is needed for the position you are in, and what additional training do you feel is needed along the way?
So I went to college and I got my degree in business communication is where I started. I'm also doing continuing education around diversity, inclusion, and equity. I'm also doing other training courses in order to hone my skills. Education is so important. It helps to bridge that path for you for when you determine what that journey is going to be. And to be educated in that path and to learn that journey is just so important because you want to be able to reach other people and to help other people. So continue education even after you get your degree. If you're going to stay in that path, you need to, change with the times. Things are so different now. We're in a pandemic at this very moment, and people are starting to learn even different ways about themselves and different uniqueness and in different climates and different environments and different mentalities. To continue your education so you can speak to those changes is very, very important.
So what services do your company offer?
Right now, we offer a consultation. We offer social media influencing. We offer a couple of merchandises to help when we're out and we're training and we're helping others. And we offer courses. So we speak on behalf of other students as yourself. Like I've spoken at Johns Hopkins Applied Sciences. I've spoken at Junior Achievement. I've spoken at a lot of places that are filled with students that look and act and age, gender, culture, just like you, who are looking to figure out what their journey is. But they're also looking to see how they can make a difference too. And again, especially in the environment that we're in.
So just a lot of teaching and learning.
A lot of teaching and a lot of learning. But it's really, really good because you open your mind to so much more than just where you are right now.
What are some of your daily duties that you do every day?
Some of our daily duties is preparing for trainings, preparing to consult companies. I just had a meeting with a really big credit union in Louisiana that's starting their D&I chamber, and they needed consultation. So a day would be really utilizing our resources to pull in training, to match the training to the company, to match the training to the person or the group. We have some companies that may be all white that are looking to bring in a different perspective so they can think different. We bring in unconscious bias training. We bring in training to help them to look at how they can foster an inclusive environment. We have companies who are very diverse, but they're not so inclusive. So coming in to consult them, to teach them how to train them on how to be more inclusive and utilizing the education, utilizing the training, utilizing typical resource to learning how to be analytical. Those things are very important in our day-to-day job.
So what does your typical day look like?
So my typical day would look like coming in and looking at reports and then figuring out who is on the books for training at this moment, where is that training milestone is that at this time, when does that training happen? A lot of it happens via Zoom and webinars now because of COVID. But before, we would have to maybe travel to where these companies were to consult them or talk them through items face-to-face, to meet with their counsel. So a typical day is really around logistics. You got to be able to be analytical. You got to be able to be research savvy. You got to be able to be client-facing and communicating, and you got to be able to manage your day so you can help make sure that your customers are taken care of or your clients.
Nice. What qualities would you look for in hiring someone?
Well, in hiring someone, I would look for a person who is not afraid to communicate, a person who is not afraid to try and new things and to be flexible. Education is very important, but also the fit is important. I want to make sure that that person is global minded and that person has a set heart and passion for people. If you have the education behind you, we can always train you, but you have to want to be included. You have to want to include others. So I would really look for someone who's not just education savvy, but also people oriented and who care about people regardless of gender, culture, or lifestyle.
People who are compatible with different environments.
With different environments, absolutely. Absolutely.
How do you incorporate things you have learned in school in your work life?
Well, there's resources, there's researching that we need to do. Doing projects in school step by step has helped me in my training for companies. Doing group events has helped me to work with my team. Doing math helps with the payroll. I mean, so there's so many things in school that you utilize that helps you in your day to day. Some things you do and you don't even remember that you did them in school, and before you know it, you are regurgitating everything that you learned in school and applying it to your job.
Lovely, lovely. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Ms. Denise, for this interview. My last question is, why would I need to know this as I continue my school journey?
I feel it's very important for you to understand that, first of all, education is very important. But second of all, being diverse advocate, being an inclusive advocate is so important. Equity is so important. Equality is so important. These things make you so well-rounded. So not only does education give you a great abundance of learning, but learning people gives you, it takes you over the top. It really does. It gives you level-headedness. It helps you to understand that respect goes a long way, and that your everyday person next to you may not look like you. You need to see their color, but you need to respect their color and also include them. We have different ideas. We have different creativities. We have different skills. We have so much to offer as a human race, and you would do yourself a disservice not to tap into that.
Again, thank you for this great interview, Ms. Denise. Mm-hmm. Thank you for everyone for watching our interview. Again, I am Trayvon, and have a great day.
Thank you, Trayvon. I really appreciate it.